Hi guys, it's Arman. I'm coming at you guys with another review. It's been a very long time since I've done a review, and that's primarily because I've been very occupied with my own things. But I finally got some time to do another review, and I was very excited to do this one. I've been wanting to do this one for a very long time, actually. And I'm going to be reviewing my Beretta PX4 Storm. This is my latest acquisition, my pistol. Comes in the standard carrying case, Beretta logo, made in Italy. Go just a little insight initially. When I initially decided to buy this pistol, it wasn't actually this one I was looking for. I was trying to get the Beretta 96A1, which is the standard 92 in the 40 caliber, and the A1 is a newer version with like a 1915 rail on the bottom, so you can put stuff on it and that kind of thing, just with a recoil buffer. It was just a more developed gun. However, about 2 weeks before I bought this guy, the gun got decertified, so I couldn't buy it in California, which was very unfortunate. But so while I was there, I was checking out a lot of guns because I was very adamant I was buying a gun that day, and came across this guy, and I, talked to a lot of the people at the gun store and did my own research on the spot, and just really felt the gun and tried to appreciate the design. And I really did. I liked it. I can say in all honesty, I liked it. So I decided it was worth it. I picked it up, and here it is. So this is my Beretta PX4 Storm. Let's do a safety check. Oh, we have dummy rounds in there. So I have some dummy rounds just in case, so I can dry fire the gun. There we go. So the gun is now safety checked. There's no gun, there's no mag, safety's on. And this is my Beretta PX4 Storm. I have a tack light on there. This is a Streamlight TLR2S. I'll talk about that in an entirely separate review. So let's talk about this gun. So this is a full-size gun. It's in the 40 caliber. They have it in 9mm, and I believe they have a 45 version as well, but it's slightly different. It has safety on there that acts as a decocker as well. It's generally a very simplistic gun. It has a reversible mag release as well, so if you're a left-handed shooter, you can switch that on the opposite side. And like I said again, it's an ambidextrous safety. A lot of cool things about this. It weighs about 18 ounces, somewhere in there, so it's a relatively light gun. It's a synthetic lower. It's an all-metal upper. It's made out of one piece of bar stock, which is really cool. It makes it, everything is designed to fit in itself. A lot of the reasons that I bought this gun in particular, I wanted a gun that had a hammer. I didn't want a strike fire gun. I wanted a gun that had a safety. And in this case, I was fortunate because the safety also acts as a decocker. I'll show you how that works. So, can you see in there? Let's see. Yeah, there you go. See, that little nub is the firing pin. And as you turn the safety, the firing pin goes up. So when you finish, the firing pin's pointing all the way up and the hammer just hits the edge. So there's no chance you could ever misfire this gun while the safety's engaged. There's no firing pin to be exposed, and the firing pin isn't even pointing towards the bullets itself, so there's no way that anything can happen. Another really cool thing about this gun is the takedown. I always mess around with people with Glocks because anyone with a Glock will always tell you, oh, it's amazing how quickly I can take down my gun. There's nothing faster, there's nothing better. I say, oh, really? You want to time me? Okay. Ready, set, go. Takedown's done. Then you take down the stuff on the inside. It's very easy. That's it. Here's the firing block, the recoil spring, and the barrel. That is the gun. That is everything there is. That's the field strip right there. And putting it back together. There's one very cool feature about this gun that was employed actually from Beretta's. Beretta makes an assault rifle as well, and this technology started there, and they carried it into their pistol, which I thought was very cool. Oopsie, slipped off my hand. I just oiled this gun, so it's very slippery. I haven't shot it since I did my last clean. Therefore, it's in a very slippery condition, but that is not the issue. So there we go. It's back together. Now, generally, most automatic pistols these days use a tilt back design. What happens is, as a round gets fired, this barrel, the slide, goes backwards. And what happens is the barrel, in order to recycle a round, that barrel needs a little bit of extra space. It slides back, but it needs some space to get that bullet out of there. So what happens is the barrel tilts up, providing that extra room. But the problem with that is two things. One, when you tilt that barrel back, that causes a lot of recoil in the vertical direction, which is the direction that most of the recoil exists, and that takes you off target. That's not a good thing. No one wants to be taken off target. And on top of that, the barrel itself is coming off of target because your plane of fire is this way with the gun, with your grip, and the barrel is tilting off of that. So there's no way to maintain on that position that you're shooting at. With this design, this is a rotational design. There's two major benefits to this. And let me show you just what's happening here. As you fire around, see how that barrel rotates? Actually, let me do it this way. It's easier to see. See, as you fire around, see how that barrel is going to rotate out of the way? And look, if you do this, so it's locked back. See, I'm holding the gun. This is the plane of sight right here, plane of fire. That barrel is in the exact same range. It's not tilt up like you'll see in a lot of other guns. Meaning that so long as I hold my grip steady as I'm firing this gun, I never ever have to come off my target. And I'm telling you, it makes huge differences when you practice shooting with this gun. Another thing, that rotational design takes a lot of that recoil in itself, and instead of translating it vertically, transfers it rotationally. And the benefit to that is, the problem when you shoot a gun never is that the gun's going to go like this. It's always that the gun has a tendency to slip up. If you watch all the YouTube videos of people shooting high-powered weapons, you never see them fling the gun this way. It always goes this way. And you want to minimize the vertical recoil. So by taking some of that vertical energy and making it rotational, what it does is it takes a 40 caliber gun and it makes it feel like it's a 9mm. And I can't emphasize how big of a difference it makes in practice. You really don't even feel this thing when it shoots, and you could stay on target and shoot very quickly. It's not necessarily the first shot, because with one shot anyone can be equivocally accurate. As long as you line up your sights and pull the trigger properly, anyone can put that same shot on. But it's about the second and third and fourth shot. Because of that lack of recoil and being able to stay on target with each one, you can put shots on target very quickly, very rapidly, and very accurate. Huge benefits. And that was something to me that was very interesting. New design, and I think it's going to revolutionize the market in the sense that a lot more guns are going to switch over to that design just because it's better. It just is. One fear that I had, though, and I have to knock this in all honesty, was that it's a moving part. If you look at a lot of the standard guns that have that tilt design, the parts that move are very thick, very strong, very sturdy, and they're tested. They're time tested. We know they don't break. We know that that's not a portion of the gun you need to worry about very much. As a new design, I didn't know how to feel about this because it's a moving part. There's metal sliding against metal, which is causing that rotation. And anything that moves has a tendency to break. That's where breakage occurs. But I'm telling you this, I've put about 3,000 to 4,000 rounds through this without a solid clean, meaning I never broke it down to the little bits and pieces and got the grime out of there. Every 500 or 600, maybe it was a field strip with some solvent and some oil, and that was it. And I kid you not, within about 3,000 to 4,000 rounds, and not one solid cleaning, not one misfire, not one jam. And that spoke volumes to me. That's all I needed to know that I can trust this gun with my life. Small other thing on the side. This thing, the grip itself has interchangeable portions. This is the biggest one. This is the smallest one. I have the biggest one on because I have a very big hand. All you do to change it is take out this little metal bar, pry it out, take the grip off, put the other one on. Smallest one's here because my girlfriend shoots this gun as well, and she has a small hand. Just one of the things that it's a testament to its versatility. All in all, this gun is a great buy. I'm very happy I purchased this gun. Online, it retails for about $650. However, you can find it in certain places at certain times brand new for about $479. That's how much I bought it for, and it was an incredible buy. Much cheaper than the 92 or the 96, which was honestly going for, which allowed me to buy other things for this gun and other firearms that I have, which to me was a big plus. I highly recommend this gun for anyone who wants to buy a pistol, a semi-automatic, and all in all, I absolutely love it. So for anyone who is considering getting it, I suggest you do. And comment, like, rate, do whatever you need to do, and I'm glad you guys came to watch. I'll make a lot more reviews. I have a lot of things I want to talk about, and thank you for your time. Take care.